What's up, guys? Just here, just finished watching BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Knucklemania 2. The co-main event, I think it was the co-main event if I'm not mistaken. It was Mike Perry versus Julian Lane. Um, Man, it was a good fight. Surprisingly, this is my first time watching BKFC. Um, just I hadn't gotten around to watching their fights. Something about the bare knuckles and the whole um, kind of a weird setup. Something that you gotta get used to. They have like a round ring, and it's a circle, and they fight bare knuckle, no gloves. As a result of this, I noticed that yeah, they bleed a lot faster when they hit each other. There's no takedowns. I don't think they're allowed. I could be mistaken. I don't think there's any jiu-jitsu allowed, any ground game. Certainly didn't see these two trying to take each other down at all. It was a stand-up fight, boxing, and no kicking. I didn't see any kicking attempted. So I'm guessing the rules also no kicking. It's just a stand-up fight, bare knuckle fight. Um, Two guys going at it hand to hand. Um, Calls back to the times when I guess like I've seen it in movies where guys fought each other back in New York, Brooklyn, and all in the old times where they would just have a makeshift ring and people would gather around and just place their bets, and that was the fun of the night. These people going at it, two guys just going at it, bare knuckle fighting. And I think that's the spirit of this company. That's how they separate each other from the Bellators, from the UFCs, um, from the Japanese promotions out there, from the Russian promotions, Eagle FC. So many moving parts right now in the MMA sport, and now there's boxing and MMA fighters crossing into boxing, stuff like that. So I was I was interested, particularly because I'm a fan of Mike Perry, and I think I was curious. I wanted to see what he would bring to this fight. He's tailor made. His style is tailor made for this type of fighting because he is the type of guy that likes to bring it. He likes to bang. He likes to, you know, um, keep it standing. And Julian Lane was the perfect foil for him. Julian Lane, I remember him from back in the day when he was in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. I don't think he made it into the finals. I think he got kicked out. Something happened. I'm not clear on what happened to him, but he was a character. He was a character. He was younger back then. The whole "Let Me Bang" thing, I remember that, and that he kept that as his nickname, and it was interesting. And he didn't do that bad against Mike Perry. I think it looks like he has experience already with the bare knuckle fighting, and I like the his defense. I like his footwork. He kept the pressure, and he gave Mike Perry a run for his money. Mike Perry had a he delivered a knockdown on Julian Lane, and Julian Lane went down for a little bit. It was a very quick knockdown, but I believe Julian Lane just he recovered very well, and he did very well in making the viewer forget that that happened. I think he landed a lot of great straight punches and some nasty rights, and they both cut each other up pretty bad. I think Julian Lane um, got cut right here on the between his eyes, and the blood in his eyes was that really played a factor in the way he was performing. The blood in your eyes. I can imagine that being very comfortable, being that will let you fight effectively. And he did well. He did well. I believe he was very defensive. His hands were always up, and they both landed on each other. It was a bang fight. It was a back and forth fight. Both of each of them returning fire. It went the 5 rounds, a decision. Mike Perry got the decision and he won. From what I hear, from what I read, and I had Julian Lane winning. To be honest, I believe that he did the better job with he landed the better shots. I believe he was always the one pressuring. He had the better footwork. He moved around pretty well. I think that I you know I think Mike Perry got the win because he's I guess he's considered a big star, and maybe they just want to stay in his good graces. That's just my thinking, but it wasn't a robbery. I'm not saying that either. I think that both were pretty there, very equal footing, and it was I guess it went to decision. You can't leave it to the judges. At a time, Mike Perry did look like he landed the harder shots, but I think Lane compensated by being more technical. He moved better. His defense was better. Mike Perry tends to fight with his head straight up, and he paid for it. He got caught with some very nasty rights that Lane landed on him. Very impressed with Lane, let me tell you. I think I didn't know that he was that skilled. My memories of him were back then when he was in that Ultimate Fighting show, and he was much younger then, and he didn't make it far. And then after that, I lost touch, with his comings and goings. But I'm glad to see him making money somewhere else, like BKFC, Knucklemania 2. So far, that's the only fight I saw. I liked what I saw. It was action packed, not boring, good commentary. Um, I think Mike Perry got a lot of respect, and it was a good fight. Good fight. So thanks, guys, for listening to me. Give me likes, dislikes, and some commentaries or questions, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you to those that have subscribed already. Peace.